Hello, hello. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to your Monday virtual pub quiz with NYC Trivia League and Quiz Night America. My name is Meredith. I'm going to be your trivia host this evening. Hello, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed your Thanksgiving, maybe checked out the parade or the dog show, had some good food, I hope. It's a joy to be back with you all here on this fine Monday. We're going to be playing 4 rounds of trivia this evening, and you can get your team signed up for the game by coming to this website. That is quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Once you get over to the website, we're looking for some basic sign-up details from you. That includes a team name and email address, and then you can let us know if you are or are not a part of the league. Speaking of the league, everybody, the Tournament of Champions, the King's Cup, is coming up 1 week from today. That is right. It is going to be on a Monday next week. We're changing things up a little bit this season. We want to make things nice and accessible for everyone who plays the game. We know having it on Sundays, as we have in the past, has made it harder for some folks to get to participate. So it's going to be 1 week from today, Monday, December 5th at 8 o'clock Eastern time. It'll run a little bit longer than a normal game, and you're going to be getting an invite in your inbox later this week. So keep an eye out. We would love it if you participate in the King's Cup for season 52. This evening, these 4 rounds are going to be made up of 3 question and answer rounds, and then we're finishing out the quiz with a picture round. Every category has 10 questions in it. Each question is worth just 1 point. For the majority of the quiz, these question and answer style rounds, here's how it's going to work. I ask a question, it pops up on your answer sheet. You can see what I'm asking. Some of them will have multiple choice options. Most of your questions are going to be short answer in nature. So enter in the response that you think is correct, and then please click the button that says submit answers before your 20-second countdown timer expires. Keep an eye out for that countdown timer. It can catch up on you. You're welcome to change your response if you still have some time on the clock and you have a different idea, but just make sure that you click submit answers again before the time runs out. Additionally, if you spell something incorrectly, I do not want you to worry about that. We have the wonderful Trivia Peter working behind the scenes here tonight, and Peter will make sure that if you deserve to get a point, you get that point. Thank you very much, Peter. We appreciate you. If you're just joining the game, hello there. Welcome. I am Meredith. I will be your trivia host this evening. You can get signed up for the quiz by coming on over to this website, quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. It is a fully interactive answer sheet if you're not familiar with it. And this Twitch stream is embedded on that answer sheet page as well. So enter in those sign up details. That 4th and final category of this evening is the picture round, which will function a little bit differently than rounds 1 through 3. And I will walk you through those details when we get to that point of the evening. All right, everybody. That's about it outside of a couple of rules I'd love to share with you all. Rule number 1, there's no cheating in this game. Please do not look the answers up. We are all aware that you have the internet at your fingertips, or else you would not be participating here tonight. Kindly do not use that to your advantage. That is not the point. Don't look things up. Rule number 2, please refrain from giving away the answers in the chat. It spoils the fun for others. That's all I ask of you. Besides that, let's have a fantastic time here this evening. This is your last chance to get signed up for tonight's quiz before we dive into round number 1. So come on over to quiz.nyctrivialeague.com and you will be joining the teams The Helsinki Syndrome down to We Drink and We Know Things 22 and every team in between. Welcome, everybody. Best of luck on the quiz this evening. Let's get into it. Round number 1 tonight is in the category of animals in lore. Animals in lore. Let's do it. Round 1, question 1. In North American folklore, a jackalope is a creature that sports the horns of an antelope and the body of what other animal? The elope part of its name clearly referencing the antelope antlers. The jack part in reference to a jack rabbit or simply rabbit is going to get you the point for number one. Our second question of the evening. In Western African lore, Anansi is the Akan god of stories, wisdom, and knowledge, and takes the form of what type of eight legged creature? You hear eight-legged creature, two things come to mind for me. I'm like, it's either an octopus or if you put spider, you got the point here. Spider, your correct answer for number two. Our third question of the evening. The hippogriff is a mythological animal that has the body of a horse and the head and wings of what specific type of bird? All right, everybody. Also, I noticed there you did really well on that last one. We're calling it a social. A hippogriff, maybe you think of Buckbeak from Harry Potter, has the body of a horse and the head and wings of an eagle. Eagle, your correct response for number three. Our fourth question in this round, you nailed it on that one. Another social. The constellations Ursa Major and Ursa Minor are so named for their resemblance to what kind of large mammal? Ursa, Latin for bear. Bear is your correct answer for number four, as I suspect you knew. I'm looking for another social here. Do we get it? Let's see. We've got it yet again. Well done. An excellent way to start the quiz tonight. Here's number five. What sort of mythological creature is typically depicted as a lion with the head of a goat protruding from its back and a tail that ends with a snake's head? Your correct answer. That creature is called a chimera. Chimera, your correct response for number five. I suspect that one was a little bit tougher. Hopefully, you did well still. 43% of you got that one right. Here's number six. The Seattle NHL team is named for what dreaded mythological cephalopod? That mythological cephalopod is the Kraken. Kraken, your correct response for number six. Our seventh question of the night. In the ancient Greek play Oedipus Rex, what mythological creature poses a riddle for Oedipus to solve in order to enter the city of Thebes? Name that creature. The riddle is something like what crawls on four legs in the morning, two in the afternoon, and three in the evening? The answer is a human, and the person, or rather creature, is a sphinx. Sphinx, your correct response for number seven. Question number eight. In the Super Mario franchise, Mario can put on a tanuki suit, which is based on a species of raccoon dog that was often the subject of folklore. An animal that predominantly is found in what Asian island nation? Where can you find a raccoon dog? We're looking for the name of the country. That suit is the best. I loved getting Mario in that Tanuki suit. He gets to fly. And raccoon dogs are native to Japan, is your correct answer. Japan. And if you have never heard of a raccoon dog, they are a real species and they are so cute. I highly recommend looking them up. Number nine, in one of Aesop's fables about the virtue of hard work and planning, what insect begs an ant for food because they were too busy enjoying singing and dancing all summer to collect food for the winter? Name that insect. That is the fable of the ant and the grasshopper. The ant and the grasshopper. It's a grasshopper, your answer for number nine. Our final question of round number one. Here it is, number 10. Boto are what kind of aquatic mammals in South American lore that have the power to shapeshift into human beings? Legend has it that in their human forms, Boto would always wear a hat to cover their blowholes. Boto are dolphins. Dolphin, your correct response for number 10. That brings us to the end of this first round of the quiz. Let's check in with our standings one round in. A big group of you all tied in ninth place with 9 points. But let's check out these top 8 teams who have perfect scores, 10 for 10 thus far. Don't feel like playing, but I'm here anyway. Glad you're here. You're killing it thus far. The answerers, we drink and we know things 12, J and J, 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks, Avis and Bobo, and Bouncy Boys. Well played to all of those teams in this first round. We've got so much game left to go. You could absolutely catch up if you aren't currently in that top group. We do private events, everyone, and it is the holiday season. It's upon us. And if you're looking for a way to celebrate the holidays, maybe with your colleagues or with your family or friends, we'd love to be a part of that. We also do birthday parties and bar mitzvahs, you name it. We'd love to be a part of that as well. You can reach out to me. There is my email address, meredith@nyctrivialeague.com. We've got all kinds of games to offer. We want to customize things directly to your interests. Shoot me an email and we'll get that conversation going. Can't wait to hear from you. Our second category of the evening, we're talking all about anagrams, specifically spelled with NYC Trivia League. So all of your answers in this round will contain the letters within NYC Trivia League. Those answers do not have to be made up of all of the letters that are in NYC Trivia League. And the letters can repeat if they repeat within those words. If you come up with a response that fits the prompt and contains the letters within NYC Trivia League, we'll make sure that you get a point. Creativity could potentially count here in this round. There are 10 questions. We're going to dive right on into it. So one more time, all of the answers can be spelled with the letters from NYC Trivia League. I got the letters right here next to me. They may help you out. Maybe a pen and paper could help you out in this round as well. Here's number 1. People with celiac disease keep an eye out for what protein that can be found in certain grains? Sometimes you don't even have to look at the letters. You might just know the answer, which in this case is gluten. Gluten, celiac disease. Look out for gluten. All right, our second question in round number 2. You can purchase a Fudgy the Whale at what soft serve ice cream establishment predominantly located on the east coast of the USA? Go get yourself a Fudgy the Whale at a Carvel is your correct answer for number 2, Carvel. Question number 3. According to the prologue of Romeo and Juliet, what kind of blood makes the same kind of hands unclean? That line in the prologue is where civil blood makes civil hands unclean. Civil, the word we were looking for that contains letters from NYC Trivia League. That was definitely a tougher one. 39% of you all got that one right. Still not bad though. And those of you who did get that, well played. Question number 4. What news organization was parodied on the TV series Documentary Now on an episode entitled Drones, in which two hipster journalists track down a drug lord? Documentary Now is so good. New season out. I have not watched it yet. My favorite is the co-op episode from the previous season. So funny. This drones episode was a parody of Vice, as in Vice Media. But we were just looking for Vice here. 53% of you got that one right. Our fifth question in this round: what do you call a hole in the hard surface of a tooth that develops from decay? Hope you didn't overthink think this one. Nice and simple here. We got that C from NYC to start off the word. Cavity is your correct answer. I hope you don't have any cavities. Our sixth question in round number 2. First, though, you did it. 94% of you got that one right. Question number 6. Batman can be described as one of these types of citizens who appoint themselves to enforce the law without any legal authority. Batman can be described as a vigilante, or as Will Arnett as Batman in the Lego Batman movie would call it, a vigilante. Vigilante, your correct response for number 6. 97% of you all got that one. I think even better, even more of a social, a true one there. All right, we're on to number 7 in this round. This is a song by the English rock band Bush, as well as a sweet tasting compound found in lipids. Don't let the days go by. Glycerine. Glycerine. Your correct response for number 7. Three more questions in round number 2. What kind of caged bird is used proverbially to denote an early sign of danger? Love to see this in the chat. The trivia community here helping by proxy with the crossword puzzle today. The Helsinki syndrome says, "You're welcome, Rosemary." Amazing. Your correct answer for number 8. So we're talking about that canary, as in a canary in a coal mine. Canary, your response there. Two more questions in this round. Here's number 9. According to traditions set forth in a Seinfeld episode, if you wish to air one of these, you may do so on Festivus. Remember the round, all of the letters have to be in your response. Singular response here. Festivus is the time of year for you to air a grievance. A grievance is your answer there. And our final question of round number 2. What early 2000s HBO series told the story of a cosmic battle between good and evil set in the American Dust Bowl? This one was my hint of the night on Instagram. If you all follow me over there, you would have known at some point this evening that Carnival was going to come up. Carnival, your correct answer there. Give me a follow at Trivia Meredith. I give away a hint every time we bring you a new quiz. So the next one coming up for our Wednesday game, which you can find right here at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Check out that Instagram handle to get a hint for that Wednesday game. And that does bring us to the end of round number 2. Things look a little different in the standings here after that second round. A big group of you now tied in 7th place with 18 points, but skipping up ahead, tied in 2nd with 19 points each. The Beer Naked Ladies, We Drink and We Know Things 12 and 69, the Babadook and Avis and Bobo. And in the lead, the only team to hold on to that perfect score 2 rounds in, J and J. Well done, J and J. We shall see if you can hold on to that top spot. We're 2 rounds in and have 2 rounds to go this evening. Let's get right on into round number 3, which tonight is in the category of not to be confused with You'll understand how this one works as we get right on into it. Let's do it. Round three. Question one. Mali is a country of roughly 22 million people in Western Africa, not to be confused with this southeastern African country of just under 20 million people with a capital of Lilongwe. You might make the mistake of confusing Mali with Malawi. Similar names. We got that M, that L, that I. A lot in common there. And I hope you figured that one out for number one. Our second question in round number three. Actor Bill Paxton played Hudson in the 1986 movie Aliens, not to be confused with actor Bill Pullman, who played President Whitmore in what 1996 movie that also involved extraterrestrial beings? Name that movie. Welcome to Earth. That movie is Independence Day. Independence Day, your correct response for number two. Our third question in round number three. Invisible Man is a 1952 novel by Ralph Ellison that centers on social and intellectual issues faced by Black people in America, not to be confused with The Invisible Man, a 1897 novel by what author about a scientist who wreaks havoc as a man who is literally invisible to others? Invisible Man by Ralph Ellison, The Invisible Man by H.G. Wells is your correct response. Question number four. The marmot is a rodent and the heaviest member of the squirrel family. Not to be confused with this primate of the Callitrichidae family that is native to South America. A marmot, a big squirrel, but a primate, you would know as a marmoset. A marmoset is a type of primate. Don't confuse them. Now you won't. Let's see how you did there. 42% of you all got that one right. Here's question number five. Papa, with an accent on the second syllable, refers to one's father in Spanish, not to be confused with papa, without an accent on the second syllable, which refers to what food in Spanish? Papa is a father. Papa is a potato. Potato, your correct response for number 5. Question. Oh, I love this, Peter. In the Spanish language, dad bod, potato dad, papa, papa, or papa, papa. Our sixth question in this round. Catherine of Aragon was Henry VIII's first wife, from whom he divorced, not to be confused with Catherine Howard, who was Henry VIII's fifth wife and was beheaded in 1542, not to be confused with Catherine with what last name, who was Henry VIII's sixth and last wife until his death in 1547. The final wife of Henry VIII was Catherine Parr. Parr, your correct response there for number 6. Our seventh question in round number 3. Calamari is a squid dish that is commonly served fried in the Mediterranean, not to be confused with this dark brown variety of olives named for a city in southern Greece. Name that variety of olives. We've got calamari, and those olives are Kalamata. Kalamata. Or Kalaman, they are sometimes branded as. Either of those would get you a point there. 89% of you all got that one right. 3 more questions in round number 3. Then we're moving on to that picture round. Mahershala Ali stars in a 2021 movie with a 2-word title that means a person's final public performance. Not to be confused with a different 2021 movie with the same name about a retired hairdresser. That 2-word title is Swan Song. Swan Song, your correct answer there. Pretty wild that 2 very different movies came out in the same year with the same name. Starring in that movie as the character Dr. Scott, not to be confused with Dr. Scott from the Rocky Horror Picture Show, is none other than Glenn Close. Our ninth question in this round. The trapezius is a muscle that starts at the base of the neck, goes across the shoulders, and extends to the middle of the back. Not to be confused with the trapezium, which is a bone that is located in what part of the body? Multiple choice, everyone. I love it. If it's a tricky Glenn Close question, we call it a Glenn Farr. Your correct answer for number nine, the trapezium, is located in the wrist. It's right here, right at the base of the thumb, is the trapezium. And our final question of round number three, Jacksonville State University in Alabama has a college football program currently coached by Rich Rodriguez. Not to be confused with Jackson State University in Mississippi, whose football program is currently coached by what former NFL player who went by the nickname Primetime? All right, everybody, your answer there. We've got Dion Sanders is prime time. All right, so that brings us to the end of round number three. Let's see where it leaves us going into our final round this evening. We've got a tie in third place with 27 points. The Beer Naked Ladies, the Blue Shells, Goo Goo Muck Muck, the Baba Duke, J&J, two for the drinks, two for the snacks, Bouncy Boys, and the Helsinki Syndrome. And tied in that top spot with 28 points each. No perfect scores going into this final round. I like to see it. Glad we're challenging you. We drink and we know things 12 and 69. Well played. One round left this evening, folks. Reminder on your answer sheets, we do have donation widgets. Please click on one of them. Tips are always very much appreciated. We're putting together brand new, fresh content for you all twice a week. Mondays, right here, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Wednesdays, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. You know where to go, quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Help us out. Help us continue this virtual quiz. Thank you very much for being here. Our final round of the evening is in the category of the funny papers. The picture round, everybody. You're going to be seeing 10 images of comic strips or comic panels. It is your job to name the comic based on the image. What is the name of the comic? At the end of this round, we've got a tiebreaker question to close out the game. The images will be displayed up here next to me. They also are embedded on your answer sheet page. Let's do it. Please name these comics. Here's number one. What comic is this? Such subtle commentary on gender politics coming in from Hagar the Horrible. Your correct response for number one. Image number two, please name this comic. 92% of you all got that one right. So at this point in the game, we're calling that a social. You're just a big fan of comics, you got some panels to read here. Some little chuckles coming at you from Zitz for image number two. Let's see how you did on that one. Are you as familiar with Zitz as you are with Hagar the Horrible? Our third image of this round, you are not. 53% of you got that one right. Let's see how you do on this one. Name this comic. Your correct answer for image number three is Calvin and Hobbes. Image number four, please name this comic. Your correct answer for image number four. This one is called Foxtrot. Foxtrot. That one actually made me chuckle a little bit. This is the way. Image number five. I love a comic. Don't get me wrong. I will look at a Sunday Funnies page if it's put in front of me. Name this comic. This one's a thinker. They're not listening because they are the vampires. It's the Far Side. The Far Side, your correct answer for image number five. Oh, Trivia Rodrigo would have nailed this 15 years ago. That is the beauty of trivia. Hopefully, you've held on to that knowledge from 15 years ago. Let's find out how you do on image number six. Please name this comic. I expect a social on this one. I bet you all were waiting for it to pop up. Garfield is your correct answer. Garfield. Our next image in this round, ooh, 92%. We're calling it a social here. Image number 7. Name this comic. Image number 7. This is Doonesbury. Doonesbury, your answer there. This is the one as a kid that I was always like, I don't understand what they're talking about. I'm bored with this one. That and like Dick Tracy, Mary Worth. I was like, I will not be reading this one. I bet it's good. I just don't get it personally. Image number 8. Please name this comic. Your answer for number 8 is Peanuts. Peanuts. 2 more images and we got that tiebreaker. Here's number 9. Name this comic. A juicer for intergalactic tangerines. This is BC is the name of this comic. Tougher one. I'm going to go ahead and call it. Let's see how you did. After this, we do have one more image, and then we have the tiebreaker question. As always, your tiebreaker is going to have a number as an answer, and your goal in placing your response to that tiebreaker is to guess as closely as possible to the correct number. So you can guess over or under, and if you're part of a tie and your team ends up in the top 15 or so, we will post the results of the tiebreakers on our Instagram at NYC Trivia League. Keep an eye out. You'll see how you did over there. You did quite well on that one. 64% of you got that one right. Here's the final image, then we'll get to that tiebreaker. I think that's a great idea in the chat. In the spirit of the season, let's all try to be kind. That's really nice. I try to on a daily basis. You know, we all have our moments where we don't succeed to the best of our, our abilities. But it's a good thing to keep in mind. Thank you for putting that good feeling out there. Appreciate you. Your answer for number 10 is Beetle Bailey. Beetle Bailey. Let's move on to that tiebreaker question, everybody. Here it is. It relates to Beetle Bailey. Give us your best guess. Created by cartoonist Mort Walter, or pardon me, Walker, in what year was the comic strip Beetle Bailey first published? Guess that year. Good luck. Buddy. Mort Walker's Beetle Bailey, first published in 1950. 1950, your correct response there. It says 192 there, but that is not the answer. It's 1950, so you can ignore the response. And don't worry, we're going to be manually scoring these tiebreakers to make sure of what happened there. And reminder, we will put those results of the tiebreaker on our Instagram at NYC Trivia League. Keep an eye out for that. Thank you all so much for playing here tonight. I hope you've had an excellent time. I have enjoyed being your host this evening. We'll be back on Wednesday for our next quiz. Up there at the top of your answer sheet, we do have these tipping widgets. Help us out if you can. Tips are always very much appreciated. Thank you so much to those of you who've donated in the past. And if you can do it tonight, wonderful. Thank you so much. Let's check out our winner's circle. See how it's going here this evening. Well played to so many teams out there. Whether you scored well this evening or not, I'm happy you played. Coming in 24th place with 30 points, Brujual Suspects. Tied in 22nd with 31, New Pope and Team Cockroach. In 20th with 32 points, So Jay-Z's Hall Passes, Chris Gaines and Swearwolves. Tied in 16th place with 33 points, We Drink and We Know Things 22, The Answerers, Why Iota, and Bouncy Boys. In 13th with 34, Beer Naked Ladies and The Babadook, as well as Avis and Bobo. Tied in 8th place with 35 points, Goo Goo Muck Muck, 7 Degrees of Sandila, J&J, The Question Marks, and Pieced It Together. We've got a tie for 3rd place, 36 points each. The Rubber Yolks, Gravy Cup, The Blue Shells, We Drink and We Know Things 12, and The Helsinki Syndrome. And tied in that top spot this evening with 37 out of a possible 40 points. Well played, and congratulations go to We Drink and We Know Things 69, and 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks. Thank you all so much for being here. I've been Meredith from NYC Trivia League and Quiz Night America. This is Dante. Thank you, Peter, for keeping the game running behind the scenes tonight. Thank you, Cullen, for making this possible. Thank you, Mur, for creating the software that you all played the quiz on this evening. I hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. We're glad that you're back here with us tonight. Our next virtual quiz is coming up on Wednesday, November 30th. It is the end of November. We'll see you there. I very much hope. Quiz.nyctrivialeague.com at 8 o'clock Eastern time. After that, we'll be back 1 week from today with the King's Cup Tournament of Champions. Keep an eye on your inboxes for that invitation. And good night, everyone. We'll see you soon.